How to earn 100K with your camera and run a successful photography or videography business. Hi guys, Mark Tabalon here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. There are a lot of things to cover today, so let's hit the intro. Before we start, I just want to let you know that this is our journey and these tips may not work for you, but it did for us, and that's why I'm sharing it to you guys. But if you learned something out of this, then it's worth watching until the end of the video. But first, a little backstory here. Back around 2017, I bought a DSLR, the Canon 70D, and this was my first expensive camera at that time, which was priced around 1,300 Canadian dollars. And I bought it because I wanted to have a good quality video. But before that, when I was in high school, my very first camera was the Canon T1i, which was around $500 at that time. The Canon 70D was a bit pricey, but I really want the camera, so I bought it with a credit card. And I thought this was a mistake and I should probably return it and get my money back. But then it hit me. This is what I really love to do, and I know nothing else other than making videos. So I went with it and kept the camera and I started practicing. The truth is, I didn't really graduate from high school because I suck at it. I had to work 2 jobs while attending high school, and Canada was a brand new world for me because I came here as an immigrant when I was 17 years old. So everything was new and I had to adapt with a new culture and environment. But anyways, this is probably a good topic for some other time. So this is how we kind of started our business, by buying a camera, which was the Canon 70D. The first thing that you want to do is to find what you are good at with the camera, or find your niche. I will give you some example here. Not because you have a camera that could do both photo and video, you are going to go out there and start offering this variety of work like portraits photography, event photography, or corporate videography, family portraits, maternity, etc. etc. I mean, you get my point. These skills will take time to master or to learn. You are going to spend hours and hours researching or watching on YouTube on how to do a certain or a particular skill. Find a niche and focus on that for very long time. Trust me on this one, and I know a lot of YouTubers will agree to me on this. Once you find niche, whether in being a photographer or a filmmaker, spend your time and effort to master it. For us, my wife and I decided to do a wedding videography. Why? Well, who doesn't love seeing two people getting married, right? And I was lucky enough to find a mentor who taught me how to film weddings in 2017. From then, the business kind of took off. Although some clients have asked us in the past to do a wedding photography along with our videography service as one bundle package, we said no. Unfortunately, we were only doing wedding videography at that time because we want to focus on one thing and to be known as a wedding filmmaker or a videographer in the wedding industry. 3 years later, that's when we started offering a wedding photography. Reason why is that we want to expand a little bit, but again, in the same industry, so everything is still related to what we do. Instead of you keep switching from photography and videography, you should stick in one area and be super good at it. Then you expand afterwards if that's what you want. Or not, just be a wedding filmmaker for life. I mean, why not, right? The second one is to register your business. Guys, this is very important. And stop testing the water. I know some people who have been in providing services for years who didn't register their business. And this is very wrong. Legality should be your #1 priority when it comes to building your business, especially when there's money involved. Besides, how could your client trust your business if you don't even trust it yourself by just going to the registry and say, hey, I want to register my business? And also, make sure that you have the right permit to film or photograph in particular location, like national or provincial parks. Number 3 is to invest time and effort in your business. The money is not going to grow on trees. You have to work hard for it, and there are gonna be countless sleepless nights involved in order for your videography or photography business to work. Yes, it's not gonna be easy. That's why you need a mental sharp focus that this is what you really want to do for a very long time. If you want to start a business because you hate your 9 to 5 job and you just want to get the hell out of there, don't do it. You need a gas to fuel or run your business. I want you to understand this. Building a new business will take you at least 1 to 2 years, at least it did for us, before you start earning money. What I mean by that is, it will take a while before your name gets out there, and during this time, you will have bills to pay. Not only that, you need money to run your business as well. I mean, you have to pay for your subscriptions, your business license, your websites, and you need to eat every day, pay rent, make sure your car is running, of course, with gas. Sometimes you need to buy new gears or equipments to improve the quality of your work. And where do you think you're gonna get that money? That is why in order for you to build your empire, you need to keep your 9 to 5 job. And also make sure you stick to one business. Like what I said to my friend who wants to start his own company the other day, I told him to focus on building one business for a very long time, or at least for 5 years. Imagine if you got a client who's been recommended by another client you provided your service to previously, like last year, and came up to you and say, hey, I want a videographer to film my wedding. And you'd be like, sorry, I don't do that anymore. I run a restaurant now. Anyway, my point is, don't jump to one business to another every single year. Number 4, mentorship. Find locals that do similar niche in your area and ask them if you could shadow them or offer some free service, like maybe a second photographer or a second videographer for free, just to get some experience. I mean, don't get me wrong, watching on YouTube how to do whatever it is that you want to do or achieve is the best place to get knowledge from, but it's nothing compared to the real experience or the real thing. I remember when my mentor told me to film a groom's preparation after a couple events that I was shadowing him. I went to YouTube and watched countless videos about how to film groom prep the day before the wedding. I get super excited by just watching videos, trying to write important details so that I can avoid mistakes. The day came, I went to the groom's location, showed up, but the photographer came 30 minutes earlier and started the session without me, and I panicked. Pull out my gears and I was shaking a little and completely forgot everything that I watched on YouTube, and the list of important things that I wrote down did not help at all. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, get as much experience as you could from others so that when a situation like this escalate or arise, it could be avoided. Number 5, build your portfolio. If you think you're comfortable with your work after 2 clients or 2 portfolios or 2 events, then start charging small amount. For us as a wedding videographer, we started charging clients like $300 to $500 after a couple of portfolios, and each time we gain more experience, we keep raising up our price. Now we are charging $5,000 per service for our high-end price. I know some amazing photographers and videographers out there charge even more because they got the experience, they've been in the industry for longer, and they just do an amazing service. Of course, from 2018 to now, we have upgraded our gears and equipment since then to provide much more better quality to our clients. This could be different for you if you are doing with a different niche. That's why finding a local in your area that does the same thing successfully is very helpful, or a mentor. This will speed up your success or your experience by a lot if you find the right one. Number 6, build your website. I know what you're thinking. Well, I have my Instagram, so they can just see my work there. So why would I need a website? Yes, you should have a social media account like Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or even TikTok. We're not there yet, but yeah. This will definitely book you clients. However, having a website is like having your own physical store. This is where 80% of our bookings are coming from. Even though it's a word of mouth, they still tend to go to our website and check if we are really a legit business. Imagine if a client comes up to you and asks you, do you have a website? Where can I see your work? And you'll be like, I don't have one. Especially when you are dealing with a business owner or a high-paying client. If you're doing a corporate video or a corporate headshots in photography, I guarantee you they will treat you or see you as a professional business owner, or even more if you had a website running looking professional than just showing your Instagram post or Facebook post. Also, when you get your website running, Make sure to learn SEO and rank your website under the top 10 vendors in your area or the city that you are in. For us, we are a wedding videographer in Calgary, and the first thing people will search on Google is your area. So they're gonna search Calgary wedding videographers. This way, you have a better chances of booking clients. Number 7 is join a community group in your area. Facebook is the best way to go with this. Search your niche on Facebook group and communicate with the group. This is very helpful, especially when getting information or to solve a problem that you currently have. Like maybe, hey, I need a second shooter for videography, or hey, I need to learn this particular set of skills, or I need a camera or lenses. Does anyone want to sell or even let me borrow one before I buy it? Or I need a model. Anyone knows who I can photograph for free to use as my portfolio in exchange for free photos? Here in Alberta, we have a national and a provincial park that you need a special permit to film or photograph weddings. That's why within that group, you can ask questions like on how or where to get them if you are new to the business, because majority of them have done in the past for sure. Number 8, have a clear and solid plan. Ask all successful people that you know if they had a solid plan before they became successful in their career or business. I bet you will find 0 successful person that didn't have any plans or have a plan, because everything in life needs a plan. When we first started our business, we created a 5-year plan, from what are we going to pursue for business to how are we going to achieve such thing. We put everything in the vision board and wrote down all our goals from 2016 to present, and all of it my wife and I managed to accomplish, from quitting our job, being a full-time, buying our first home, to run a successful videography business. So make sure that you plan out everything and maybe talk to your spouse, if you're married of course, or your girlfriend, boyfriend, before you start your business. Number 9, have integrity. I think this is the most important principle to have, that everyone who is running a business, by just doing the right thing even though no one is looking. Just imagine knowing the things that you have done to others without them knowing it. For me, this is the most fulfilling feelings to have, especially to our clients. Be honest always, and if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. I remember when I used to work at my warehouse full-time job and I see a paper on the floor or a garbage on the floor, I will always pick it up and throw it in the garbage. And I didn't care who dropped the paper or the garbage there, because it doesn't matter who did it. What matters is, what do I do in that situation? And by doing the right thing, it gives me a better feelings than just leaving it there and wait till someone comes pick it up. Actually, this became worse in the warehouse, and I find myself doing it more often than usual. So I came up with an idea that changed that. I told my supervisor that everyone should bring their garbage bag in their power jack, and to my surprise, it worked. Now, simply as honesty brings a lot on the table, especially running a business in 2022. Social media is an open book that people will find out the truth no matter what. Here, let me give you some example, and videographers and photographers shouldn't do this in my opinion. And if you do and maintain the fast delivery, good for you, keep doing it. But if you can't maintain it because of it, I guess just stop it. Imagine if you were the client. Some wedding videographers and photographers offers a fast delivery if you paid express fee. Let's say you photograph a wedding in August and they haven't gotten their photos until November or December. That's like 3 to 4 months waiting. And on the other hand, the client who paid express delivery and you did their wedding in September, a month after, got theirs within 2 weeks. And the clients find out about it. What do you think they're gonna feel about it? I'm pretty sure they will be pissed, because you just lied to them about the delivery and how you got busy over the wedding season. If you are a client, which I was once, I don't believe that wedding videographers and photographers takes 2 to 4 months to edit videos and photos. It takes us 2 to 4 months to get that motivation we need to edit, and this is something I'm guilty of in the past and tried to improve over the years. And to be completely honest with you, if I'm editing a whole wedding photos, it will only take me 2 days to finish everything. Same with videos, about 5 hours a day. if I put the time and focus into it. So have integrity and be honest always. Number 10 is value and passion. By running a business, what are you trying to achieve here in the bigger picture? Are you just trying to earn so that you can make a living? Or are you doing this because you are happy and passionate about being a photographer or a videographer? Of course, you want to run a business so you can pay your bills and put food on the table. But if it doesn't make you happy, it will be no different from working your 9-to-5 job that you probably are not happy about doing now. Before you even start your videography or photography business, you should ask yourself, is this what I really want? Or is this really what I'm passionate about doing for a very long period of time? Or does this make me happy? If the answer is yes, then start doing it today. Some people who are starting out a business, whether in photography or videography or a restaurant or online businesses, is that because they saw or know someone close to them that are doing the same thing, like families, friends, or even co-worker, or even worse, they just want to post something on Facebook or Instagram that they are doing some sort of a business. This should not be your basis to start, or you will lose. Once you figure out what you want, the second question you should be asking is, what impact am I bringing to the community or in the world, if that is your target, by running this business? Is this to help others? Or you just want to have a business so you can post in social media so that you can show your friends that you are doing better than them because you run a business? My wife and I, before we even began planning our goal to run a business, we told ourselves that we are going to help other people, as many as we can, for very, very long time. It doesn't matter how much we are going to get paid, or it doesn't matter how tired we get. Our number one priority is to help other people in need of our service. And we don't let money dictate our action by how much money are involved. I'm not gonna lie, money is good, but doing the right thing by helping others is much, much better. And that should be your legacy or to why you were put into this world. That's it for today, guys. If you get value in this video, it's okay, you don't need to like and subscribe to my channel. Just knowing that you stayed till the end makes me super happy and valued. Also, the reason why I'm doing these videos is because I just want to give back to the community and share what I've learned in my journey as a full-time filmmaker. If you want to learn more about photography and videography, go check out this amazing aspiring YouTuber like Peter McKinnon or Parker Walbeck. Thank you for watching, guys. Till next time, peace.